ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य शलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे श्रीचैतन्यं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं कदामि ददाति स्वपदान्तं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तत्सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्ति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा। So I welcome all of you to this session. So today we'll be continuing our discussion. So Bhismadev went to Nishadha, Sadasha, and he asked along with his old kings. That means old kings means so in kingly families where the old people are there, along with all of them. So he went to Nishadha king. Before that, we discussed in the last class, he got a full details from his father's chariot driver. So he said that yes, Santanu approached Nishadha king to get his daughter, but Nishadha king was ready to give, but he put a condition for that. So that condition was after marriage, whoever is going to take birth from Satyavati's womb, and he should be the next king. So like that, he put a condition. So by hearing this, Santanu was not happy actually, and he cannot do injustice to his elder son. Bhishma is very qualified son, and also he has lot of hankering, you can say, or otherwise liking. So if a liking increases too much, then it will become hankering. So he has that kind of hankering for her, for Satyavati. So that's why he was not so happy even after returning to his kingdom. So this whole story chariot driver told to Bhismadev. So after hearing this, Bhismadev took some group of people. Those are all old Kshatriyas. Not the Kshatriya kings, but Kshatriyas. So along with them, he went to Nishadha king. Like this, in the marriages also, for asking a girl, not one person goes. A group of people, they go. All the relatives, along with the relatives, they go. Yes, it's a tradition actually. Alone, you cannot go. It's not like purchasing some like some objects. If you purchase, you go alone and you do that. But in the case of marriages, so to ask a girl, so one person cannot go. Along with him, all other people also he takes, because in the discussion there will be proof actually. What is happening there? Whatever the discussion, in the discussion, there will be a lot of conditions will be there. Like in the some marriages, they have to. That means girl's father has to give some money along with that, some whatever the wealth. He has to give wealth and donate that girl to boy. For that also conditions they discuss. Don't think it's a dowry. Dowry means it's a system actually. Vedic system is one of the 8 kinds of marriages are there. In that one is they have to give some money. This is there. This system is there, and another system also is there. Even boy they give some money to a girl's father, and he gets that girl. This kind of marriage also is there out of 8 marriages. Okay. Recently we discussed at the time of the Dushyanta and Shakuntala's discussion. Same way, here also, you can see these are the 8 kinds of marriages. Like giving money. That means boy is going to give money to girl. Then that kind of marriage is known as. Anyone remember that? Then that is Arsha Vivah. No, girl. If girl gives girl's father, that is Arsha Vivah. And if boy gives, and marry a girl, then this is known as in Brahma Vivaha also they give money to boy. Like in the case of Devaki and Vasudev's marriage. So along Devaki and also along with her, her father gave a lot of wealth as a gift to boy. So this happens. Acha, Arsha Vivah means that only. Yeah, I said right. So they take actually Arsha Vivah in that they take girl's father will take. And in the Brahma Vivaha, girl's father gives actually. So these will be there anyway. So there are many things in the marriage means there are many things to discuss. Not only this, but many things they discuss. So then that's why one person will not go. Along with her, along with him, so whoever is, that means girls, father also, or boys, fathers they go, parents they go, and they go and discuss. Not the directly the person who is going to marry, he will not. Anyway, so on behalf of Shantanu, Bhishmadev is going now to make favor to his father because he has a lot of love for his father. So that's why he is going, and along with him, he took a few more old Kshatriya people who are there. So that whatever that means conditions they put, Dasharaj will put, so that will be accepted by Bhishma, and these people will be the proof for that. Or like that. This is the traditional way the marriages happens, or the discussions happens, not the and the other time. Otherwise, if one person only is there, then there is a chance to deviate from the words. Okay. So then he reached the Nishadha king. So because Devavrata came there, Bhismadev, now he is not Bhishma, he is only Devavrata now. He will become Bhishma very soon. So the Dasaraj gave a lot of respect to him. And as per the vidhi, that means we know if any guest come to their house, they have some formalities. As per the formalities, he did all the things, and he made him to sit. So then Dasha asked actually, why you came? So what is the purpose? Then Vishmadev said, yes, he came for asking Satyavati for his father. So then Dasa said, Rajashulka pradatavya kanya iyam yachatam vara apatyam yad bhavet tasyah sa rajastu pituhu param. So then he said, Dasharaj was saying, oh, Devavrat or Rajakumar, that means he's a prince, is a king's son. I can give this girl, but there is a condition. So your father came and asked me. So the condition is the boy whoever is appearing from this girl, Satyavati, so he should be the next king. After your father, he should be the king. Yes, you are very competent son for Shantanu, and you are best, and you can protect your kingdom whole and soul. But still, I am putting a word forward that my daughter's son should be the king. This is my condition. So I don't want to reject, that means your marriage proposal, your father's marriage proposal. So who can reject this? How I can reject? But this is not at all a right thing. I cannot reject. I am not rejecting that. I will not give my girl to your father. I will definitely give. So, but this girl, this Satyavati is not an ordinary girl. She is not exactly my daughter. She was the daughter of a saintly, a powerful person, is a king's daughter. She is. And she is also not like just a fisherman's girl. She is king's daughter, and she has all the qualities So like all you Kshatriyas, whatever the qualities you have, all these qualities she is also having. So qualities means here, oh sorry, actually, his father is having all these qualities. And he said that means king. So sorry, not the Satyavati is having all the qualities because he's not comparing Satyavati with him. But he's saying his father actually. Uparichara Vasu. Uparichara Vasu was the father of Satyavati. So that's why his father is a Kshatriya, like you all Kshatriyas. So this daughter is also Kshatriya's daughter. And many times actually this girl's father, that's Uparichara Vasu, that's king. So told to me to give a proper to marry this girl with a proper person, not to give to any fisherman. No. So to Nishadha boy. So she told that not to give to any Nishadha boy. I am also waiting actually for this girl. So to get a proper husband. So he also told several times. That means this Satyavati's real father, the Suprachara was told several times to this Nishadha to give this girl to Santanu only. Santanu is the best person because Santanu also was not having wife. That means Ganga Devi left. So that's why he was saying to give to Santanu. And many times he said this thing. And your father also anyway came and asked. And I am so happy for this. And he requested, but I have put a condition. Being a daughter's father, being a girl's father, I have my own concerns. So only the one thing is, yes, this is the condition, and I don't want to make any enmity with you. How I can make enmity with you? And who I'm really, then it will be foolishness. How I can make enmity with you? So I don't want to reject your proposal or your father's proposal. Only thing is, being a girl's father, I have my own concerns. How I can become an enemy for you by rejecting this proposal? Only thing is, you should fulfill your father should fulfill my condition. Then after hearing this, Bhismadev is really Devavrata, is a Bhishma actually. So he replied to him, Nishadha, so I am now taking a vow. I am giving a vow, not taking, I am giving a vow to all of you. These old Kshatriyas all are the evidence for this. They are witness for this. So I am saying, you please hear. And I don't think anyone did this kind of wow. Naiva jato na va ajata idrisham vaktum utsahet. Bhishma is saying. So nobody has done such a vow in past, and nobody will do in future. Now I am doing it. Because being a Kshatriya, so one cannot do such a vow. And he is a potent, eligible person for the king candidature. So for king position, he is a perfect candidate. But still he is going to give a vow that said, whatever Nishadha you are desiring, that is going to happen. Whoever is going to take birth from this Satyavati, he will be the king for all of us. He will be our future king, and there will be no doubt in this. So I am leaving the post of king, future king, and I never asked my father to make me king. And this Satyavati's son will be the king. And we accept him as our king. So when Bhishmadev did such a vow in front of everyone, so it's really very tough vow actually. Being any Kshatriya cannot do. So nowadays we cannot live in a little portion. That means when father is dividing the property, if there is a little portion is lacking in us, in our side, people will be fighting. They are killing also. But Bhishmadev is so generous, so he has love for his father, so much love for his father, and he is perfect in all Dharma Shastras, Niti Shastras, Rajaniti Shastras, and he is a very well educated person and being qualified and very perfect candidate for king, but still he took this vow for giving pleasure to his father. So after hearing, so Nishadha king was not so happy actually. He wanted to hear even further more from Bhishma. So that's why Nishadha said one thing. Okay, Dharmatman, so you will follow definitely your vow. There is no doubt that you will allow that Satyavati's son to be your king. But what about your sons? In future, you will get married, you will be having your sons, and those may reject Satyavati's sons as their king. Because I have a lot of attachment for my daughter. Idam tu vachanam soumya karyam cheva nibodame Kaumarikanam shilena vakshyamaham arindama. O destroyer of enemies, this is whatever the thing I am putting now, this is not a wrong thing. That is my doubt. In future, your father, so your sons may object, may come for the competition that my father is elder son of the Santanu and my father rejected kingdom, but why we will reject? We want our kingdom. They may say like that. That's why I am asking you, what about this? You rejected, but what about your children? So then after this, after hearing this, and Bhishmadev, so is going to take a very strong vow. Is another vow actually, is a further actually. He rejected the kingdom and he is going to take such a powerful vow, you see you all. Dasharajani bodedam vachanam me narottama Rishayo vathava deva bhutan yantarhitani cha Yani yani ha shrunvantu nasti vaktahi matsamaha idam vachanam adatsva satyena mama jalpataha Shrunvatam bhumipalanam yad bravimi pituh krute. Now today I am going to take such a great vow for my father's sake. Pituh krute bravimi. And I don't think any Kshatriya is going to do such a kind of vow. Idam vachanam adatsva satyena mama jalpataha. And I am going to take this vow and I will be standing on this forever. So yani yani ha shrunvantu nasti vaktahi matsamaha. I don't think anyone is going to do this kind of vow from the any Kshatriya dynasty. And I am the first and I am the last. This vow is going to do. That means this kind of vow no Kshatriya can do. I am the first and I am the last. Oh Nishadha, please hear my vow now today. Rajyam tavat purvameva maya tyaktam naradipa apatya hetorapi cha karishyedya vinischayam. Huh? What? I already rejected the kingdom. Now I am going to take another further vow. So you don't worry definitely about my children also. So adya prabhuti medasha brahmacharyam bhavishyati aputrasyapi me loka bhavishyantya divi. O Nishadha, O Dasha, you hear. Today onwards, adya prabhuti brahmacharyam bhavishyati. I am going to take to be celibate from today onwards. Brahmacharyam bhavishyati aputrasyapi me loka, so that I will never get any son. Because I am going to follow brahmacharya vrata and I am not going to get any son. Aputrasyapi me loka bhavishyanti akshaya divi. But one may say, without the son, how he can go to the higher planets? But I am taking such a vow, even I don't have any sons, but I can go to the higher planets. Don't need to go to any Naraka. I will never go to the Naraka. I never go to the hellish planets. This is my vow. In front of all these Kshatriyas, I am taking this vow. These are all witness. Nahi janma prabhrityuktam mama kinchedihanrutam yavat prana driyatyante me mama deham samasrita tavanna janayishyami pitre kanyam prayachame. Till I am in this body, I never get any children actually. Yavat prana driyante mamadeham samasrita tavanna janayishyami. I will never give birth to any child. Pitre kanyam prayachame. You don't worry, you can give your daughter to my father. Parityajyam parityajya parityajyamyaham rajyam maitunum cha sarvashaha. I will leave kingdom. I will parityajyami aham rajyam. I will leave the kingdom. That means I don't want to be king. Maitunum chapi sarvashaha. Also I will leave maitunam. That means so sex life. I follow celibate life. Being a kshatriya, many people think that. So, but being a kshatriya, becoming celibate is not an ordinary thing. And he is not staying in an ashram actually and eating the flowers and fruits in the forest without any woman. So they maintain their celibate life in the ashramas, naisthika brahmacharis. They always stay outside the city actually, in a small forest, in a small cottage, in a forest they live. And they eat the kandamulas. That means, so normal, so which are coming from the ground. So such a things they eat and they maintain celibate life. And they are not engaged in the such a ghastly and grossly activities. King means very ghastly activities, killing the people and hunting the animals and doing that means so plans for the killing the enemies and so on. So for that one should come to the mode of passion and maintaining the brahmacharya vrata is not an ordinary thing. So that's why he's saying nobody did in the past and nobody will do in the future. So I am going to do such a vow. Parityajyamyaham rajyam maitunam chapi sarvashaha urdvareta bhavishyami dasha satyam bravimite. Urdhvareta bhavishyami. I will be so protecting my that is energy, and so that his virya is protected and is travel towards the upward direction. Urdhvareta bhavishyami dasha satyam bravimite. And this is truth. I'll stand on this statement. So that's why don't worry, and you can give your daughter to my father. So after hearing this such a very strong and powerful vow, the Nishadha's hair was standing on its end. And Kshatriya boy is taking this kind of vow. Brahmana boy can become naisthika brahmacharis. That's why naisthika brahmacharya vrata is allowed only for the people who are in the mode of goodness. But people who are in the mode of passion and ignorance, they are not recommended to be naisthika brahmachari. If they try to become naisthika brahmachari, definitely they will be getting the troubles in their brahmacharya life. So that's why, yeah, for the Krishna service, even in our society also, for the Krishna service, they are dedicating their life and they want to be a celibate brahmachari. There is no doubt in that it is encouraged. But to be celibate brahmachari means naisthika brahmachari. So one has to be in the mode of goodness, and also he has to do the activities which are so suitable to that. That means he has to do the Shastra Adhyayanam, and he has to control his eating, his sleeping, and so many things. He has to follow that means he has to be in the mode of goodness, and with such objects he should be always. So then only he can continue his celibate life. But people who have desire for the post position and hankering for these kind of things, like Kshatriya qualities, and such a people never actually, who are not able to maintain or whose nature is not in the mode of goodness. Chaturvarnam maya system guna karma vibhagashana. Guna. That means, as per the previous lives, we are carrying the various gunas. That means we are being influenced by mostly by certain gunas. It's not that we are not influenced by the passion and ignorance. Even a Brahmana also is influenced by the passion and ignorance, but prominently he is in the mode of goodness. So most of the time he is in the mode of goodness. When the modes are there, then there is. So there will be deviation. If he influenced by the passion and ignorance, will be a deviation from his dharma. So that's why to be a celibate brahmachari, one should be in the mode of goodness. Such a people only can be brahmacharis. Otherwise, at the age of 40, 45, they are getting married. This is not good. No. That's why it should be suitably, one should take this ashram. Yes, but in the case of the devotees, they are dedicating their life. There is no doubt in that. And at least these many years, if being a celibate brahmachari, so till 40, so he did the service, full service to the Lord. And by rejecting by married life, no wife, and no children, and in this way he engaged his time and energy for the service of Krishna. So that's good actually. That's really asset for him, because he did this much service. So that's why there is no loss for him. There is no loss for him. But if you see as per the dharma, once if you reject the things and you should not accept that it back, that should not be accepted. So then that will become, that means so cheap actually. That ashram is becoming very cheap. Naisthika brahmacharya vrata is, taking vrata means if you are breaking that vrata is not good at all. That should not be there. So that's the best thing is that should be continued, and also you should be fully engaged in the Krishna service. That is the best thing actually. But breaking your own vrata is not good. It's not a good thing. Someone took sannyas. It's a Naisthika brahmachari is equivalent to the sannyas. Someone became sannyas is almost all equal to the sannyas actually. Naisthika brahmachari. And then after that he left the sannyas vrata and he want to become a grihastha. Society will appreciate this. It will never appreciate it. It's not good example as per the Varnashrama community actually. As per the Varnashrama community, it's not a good example actually. Even if you see in the point of view, so bhakti is highest, and you took the vow that you want to give your energy and time for the Krishna service, that has to be continued actually. What is the loss in that? What is the loss in that? So you already took so many years, you are in the brahmacharya vrata, and you are dedicating your energy and time for the Krishna, and why don't want to continue that? Why don't you want to continue that? Is there any wrong in that, continuing that? Definitely you can save more energy and time, Arun. When you are engaged in serving the family life and brahmachari life, is there any difference? A lot difference is there. You can engage your energy more. Definitely you can engage your energy more. In being a Naisthika brahmachari, you can. That's why that is a system actually. You can see, for the sake of the spiritual progress also, grihastha life is not set to till the end of your death. You should continue grihastha life. Did he? Shastra is mentioning? Shastra is not mentioning that. Shastra is recommending even grihastha also to get retired and take the retirement from the grihastha life. Why it is saying, Shastra is saying why? What is the reason for this? Because there is a lot of losing of energy in various activities when one is in the family life. Family life is not at all wrong. But that's why Shastra is not rejecting family life. But it is recommending that one should leave that family life at certain point of time. They should leave this. Even for grihasthas also, they should become vanaprasthas and sannyasis. They should become. That's a spiritual progress for the sake of why. Why they are leaving grihasthashram? Retiring from the grihasthashram. Retirement they are taking to vanaprasthas and sannyas ashrams are there for the spiritual progress. Because in the grihastha life there is a lot of engagement and kind of sense gratification also is there. So to progress that spiritually, one should leave that also. Leave that kind of sense gratification, which is regulated sense gratification allowed in the grihastha life. One should leave that also and give his complete attention and energy to progress in the spiritual life. So that's why grihastha life is not for ever. It's not forever. All the kings, they take retirement. You can see Pandavas, you can see Parikshit, you can see everyone. Everyone, they are taking the retirement. So that's why, anyway, the one who is in the mode of goodness, So such a people only they take the naisthika brahmacari vrata. But who are in the Gurukul, teacher will decide he belongs to which varna. Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Sudra. The one who belongs to Brahmana, that means who are in the Brahmanical qualities, and those boys are allowed actually to take Naistika Brahmacharya Vrata. But here we are seeing a different situation actually. A Kshatriya is taking the Naistika Brahmacharya Vrata, which is really a great vow. That's why Nishadha kings, not only Nishadha, and whoever heard in that whole assembly, the old Kshatriyas who are there, all they heard and got surprised. What a vow this boy is taking. And after hear this, Nishadha became so happy and said immediately, Bhishma, so I am going to give this Satyavati to your father. And when Bhishma took this vow, at that time Apsarasas, Devatas, Rishis, all the various the inhabitants of the higher planets, all of them they showered flowers on him. This always happens at times. Suddenly flowers are falling. And they all started discussing. What a Bhayankar. Bhayankar means what? I don't know. That's a great vow he took. This prince Rajkumar. And they all said, from today onwards, his name will be Bhishma. That means Bhishana Pratigna. Great vow he took. Bhishana means a great, a tremendous, and a great vow he took. That's why his name is Bhishma. So they all blessed him to be known as by the whole society as Bhishma. So then after that, Bhishma took Satyavati on his chariot and he told to Satyavati, my dear mother, yeah, she's mother. Anyway, she is also young, but Bhishmadev called Adirohi Ratham Matar. Mataha means what? Oh Mata, oh mother. Gachavaha. From that onwards, from that day onwards, Bhishmadev is young or old or whoever. Because he stopped, that means now thinking about getting any marriage. That means I don't know whether he was thinking or not. So Matrivat Paradhareshu. One has to see so other's wife as mother. So she is also his father's wife. It's very different. That means son is selecting or taking, he is taking a girl for his father to get married. So this is very, very different situation actually. How this father is, his son is there, young son, but instead of making him to get married, but his father is married. Yes, one thing is right. Santanu was saying to Bhishmadev, he has, that means he has only one son. Having one son is equal to the not having. Because Bhishma is very much interested in fighting. At any time, anything can happen. So that's why having one son is not at all good. And then after that, his dynasty will be finished. His Bharata Vamsha will be ended. So that's why he is very much worried. He very much worried. And this dynasty should not be stopped there. Anyway, here lot of questions one may put. Son took the vow for celibacy and father is getting married. So what is this? So many discussions can be brought up here. But anyway, Shantanu was having attraction for Satyavati. No doubt in that. And for many years he was not with the Ganga Devi. And he has desire to get the association of Satyavati. That is one reason is there. That means you cannot say that Shantanu was not at all having any attraction for the woman. He has. He himself told us. Vasudev also is telling, has attraction. But you see the Bhishmas, the great nature actually. And Bhishma is doing this kind of nature, this kind of vow, is also, you can say, Vasishta's curse. Vasishta's curse means, Vasishta also said, it's not a curse, but he said, he will be there for a long time as per his karma, and also he will not going to have any kind of children. He will not be having any sex life. So this is the words actually coming from the Vasishta's mouth. This has to become truth. So these many factors actually. Karma of the Santanu, karma of the Bhismadev, and everything is aligned actually. And also the curse of the Vasishta and many things. But here Santanu was not having any illicit sex. He was not having any wrong, that means life. He wants to get married. So there is nothing wrong in the Santanu's behavior. So what is wrong actually? Did he go for the prostitute, or did he do that kind of things? No. So because of this, you cannot blame him. And he wants to get married. And Bhishma is really, being influenced by the Vasishta's words, because that is his karma. And Bhishma also, yes, he is having the great love and affection for his father. For his father's sake, he took his father. Tasya taddushkaram karma prashamsur naradhipa sametascha pratakchaiva bhishmo yam iti cha pruvan. When Devatas decided his name should be the Bhishma, then after that all these kings, all the Kshatriyas who are surrounded to him in that place, they were also witnessing everything. They all said, wow, wow, claps. They did prashamsuhu naradipaha. They all glorified. Not only that, this news was spreaded like anything to all the kings. Oh my God, this Bhishma took such a great vow. And now everyone started calling him as a Bhishma. Bhishma, he's a Bhishma. Bhishan Pratigna he took. So by seeing this great vow by his son, Shantanu became so happy actually. And he said, he brought that Satyavati to there. Anyway, Shantanu got married. That is obvious. And Shantanu so happy with the Bhishmadev, and he gave a boon to him. He said that Satchandamaranam tushto dadau tasmai mahatmane. Swachandamaranam tushto. So I am giving a boon to you, my dear son. You will get Swachandamaranam. Volunteer death. Death will not be running behind you. you should run behind death. That means if you want death, then only it will come. And it will separate your body, your soul, with you actually. So that's why you have this book. I'm giving this. That is the blessings of his father. That's why Bhismadev alive for the long time. So then after that, Santanu married her as per the Shastriya Vidhi, as per the Kshatriya rituals, because she is also Kshatrani. Of course, this Nishadha just made her to grow, but her real father was Kshatriya. So that's why, as per the Kshatriya Vidhi, he married her. When he kept her in his palace, after some time, from Satyavati's womb, Shantanu gave birth to two children. They are first and foremost Chitrangad. He took birth. Chitrangad is the first child, and this Chitrangad is very powerful actually. And Veerascha Chitrangado Nama Viryavan Purusheshwaraha. Among the men, he is the powerful man. So he is very, very powerful, and lot of power he is having. And he is very much proud of that also. And after some time, Shantanu gave birth to another son. His name was Vichitravirya. And he is a good archer. His best, Vichitravirya is good in archery. So then this Vichitravirya, that means this second boy, is one small boy at that time only. Shantanu Tata. He left his body. अप्राप्तवती तस्मिंस्तु यौवनं पुरुषर्षभे स राजा शन्तनुर्धीमान् कालधर्ममुपेयवान्. He left his body. Shantanu left because when this Vichitravirya was a very little boy, not become young, at that time only he left. So then Shantanu went back to Swarga. Bhishmadev. So what he did, Shantanu is not there now. With the suggestion of the Satyavati, so Bhishmadev made Chitrangad as king actually. Chitrangad is the elder son and he is very powerful also. So he is the king for the now Hastinapur. But this Chitrangad is having the very much pride. Satu Chitrangada Sauryat Sarvanchikshepa Parthivan Manushyam Nahi Mene Sa Kanschita Sadrishatmanaha. He used to say, what is that person? What kind of strength he was had? Nothing. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any strength. He doesn't have. Nobody is equal to me. So he used to reject everyone actually. And he treat everyone as lesser than himself. And such a pride he has actually. He always feel himself as a great powerful man, powerful person. And not only the humans he is rejecting, he started rejecting the demigods also. His pride went to the extreme. Tam kshipantam suranschaiva manushyana suranstata Gandharvaraju balavan stulya namamabhyayat tada. Even was rejecting the demigods. What is the demigods? I have more power than them. My strength is higher than their strength. Then, acha beta. So one day, what happened? One Gandharva king was there, whose name is also Chitranga. Same name. This Gandharva came and started saying to this Kururaj, Chitranga. He is saying, Gandharva is saying, Acha, you are also having the same name, and in that case, then you should fight with me. So, because you should also fight like me. If you are not able to fight with me, then you should not have. If you are not ready to fight with me, then you should leave your name. He is putting that means condition. So your name is Chitranga. Chitranga means is powerful. Okay, I accept. Then you should fight with me. If you say no, I don't want to fight, then you should leave your name. So हम लोग भी बोलते हैं मेरा नाम को उल्टा रखूंगा नहीं तो मेरा नाम छोड़ दूंगा यदि ये काम नहीं कर पाऊंगा तो ये नाम छोड़ दूंगा ऐसा बोलते हैं ना It's the same. So Gandharva Chitrangad was saying, if you don't want to fight, then leave your name. So Chitrangad means powerful. Powerful means the fighter. Then you should fight with this Chitrangad. Unnecessarily, you should not be called as Chitrangad because you don't have power and you don't want to fight. Chitrangad means powerful. Anyone who has the name of Chitrangad, he should be powerful. He should be ready to fight with anyone. Like that, he was provoking. This Gandharva was provoking him, and so he made this Gururaj. Oh my God! Someone is.
Last time I won.
Student mobile.
So then, after that, what happened? Yeah, he is already a very pride person. So he accepted this proposal of fighting. So then there was a great fighting. The land of Kurukshetra. Tenasya sumahatyuddham Kurukshetre bahuvaha. How many years? Tayor balavatos tatra Gandharvo Kuru Mukhyayoho. One is best one the Gandharvaraj and another is Kururaj. Nadyastire Saraswatya Samas Tisro Bhavat Ranaha. Tisraha. 3 years fighting. Not one day or 2 days. 3 years they were fight. There is a fighting between Chitrangad and this Gandharva Chitrangad. And they were using so many various weapons. A lot of weapons they used. And like that, this battle was there for 3 years. And finally, anyway, these Gandharvas, they are very powerful and they are very tricky also. Sahatvatu narasreshtam Chitrangadamarindamam Antaya Krutva Gandharvo Divama Chakrame Gata Tata. So finally, these Gandharvas, they are very powerful and they are also having a lot of magical powers, illusory powers. And finally, he finished, Gandharva Chitrangad finished the Kurukshetra Kururaj Chitrangad. And he went back to the Swarga. So that Gandharva went back. Now what happened? This Vichitra Virya is still young boy. Very, not young boy, he's a little boy actually. He's a child actually, little boy, but still, but means he is not in the youthhood. He is not so youthhood to rule the country. Then, but still, the Bhismadev already said, na, Bhismadev is there to protect the Hastinapur's throne. So that throne he only protects. He makes someone as a king, like Dhritarashtra was there, but Bhishma is the main person who is taking care. Duryodhana was king, but he is the main person. Bhishma is looking after the Kurukshetra. Sorry, Hastinapur. So like this now, he made this little boy as king. Even, mother Satyavati also so is proposed. But she asked that this little boy actually he cannot do anything. She only told. So to take the decisions, Bhishma. Bhishma was taking because Satyavati so approved him. Satyavati already said, na, so sir. Satyavati's father. Satyavati's only children should be the king. Bhishma is so righteous. So they were like that. Once they give the word to anyone, any sentence, they will follow that. And they will not break that actually. That is the dharma. Bhishma was following his dharma. He gave vow to Nishadha. He will never accept the kingdom. That he followed until his death. And since Satyavati is requesting, that's why he is so taking the decisions on behalf of that young boy. Then slowly, this Vichitra Virya grown up. He took the youthhood. Then after that, so he thought that means Satyavati and Bhishma were thinking that Vichitra Virya should get married. So they were looking for the best girl who can be the good girl. So at that time, in the young girls, Kashi Rajas was having 3 girls. Their name is Amba, Ambika, Ambalika. They were really very beautiful girls. At that time, they are the Miss Universes. Miss Universe, they are all. Best beautiful girls. So Bhishma heard that there is a Swayamvara for these girls. So then, and they want to, Swayamvara means, what happens? Like in the case of when Lakshmi Devi appeared from the Samudra Manthan, so there was a Swayamvara. And there was a lot of people standing, and girl will come and she will put her Varamala on someone who she selects actually. The girl was having that choice. At that time, whenever she comes in front of a king, then all his glories will be loudly shouted. That means will be announced in that assembly. Oh, this boy is so and so person, or this person is so and so king. Because married people also they come, not the boys only will come. Because king, after having the 2-3 marriages, he will also once again come in the Swayamvar. So because a Kshatriya can marry many. So Bahu Vivaha Vidhanam is there. So that's why then he will be, that means that about him all his details will be announced, and if she likes, she can marry, or otherwise you can move forward and nobody can do anything. So nobody can force her to. So that is the situation actually. So there was a Swayamvara for these 3 girls, and many kings came. So Bhishma thought that okay, these are the best girls now in the present generation. And with the order of the Satyavati, he thought that okay, I will go and bring these 3 girls for his brother Vichitravirya. Mother also gave, Satyavati also said, okay, go to the Varanasi and bring them. So Bhishma also went to the Banaras, Varanasi, Kashi, and he entered into that Kashiras royal court. And he was seeing so many young kings. By that time, Bhishma's already hair became white. His hair became white and also सब कुछ so सफेद हो गया. He is a old man actually. Relatively, he is very old compared to those kings who came there. And he's an old man and came. Everyone is seeing what is this actually. This old person came for the Swayamvara, and at that time, every king's name was being announced. Then the Shantanu Nandan Bhishma. And got surprised. Why? Everyone is seeing this Bhishma. Why he came? And now he want. Everything is over. All the age is gone. Now he want to marry. And everyone in a deep thinking. How he came here? How it is possible? Why he is here? So like that, everyone is thinking, and these girls are coming. Everyone's name is being announced. This king, this king, this king, this king. And when they came, the Bhismadev, by seeing his face, Wapri is already old man. And they also, and name is also announced. This is a Santanu's son, Bhishma. And immediately they ran from there. They didn't put their Varmala in his neck. So they ran away from there. Anyway, Bhishma doesn't want to marry them. So by hearing that, they just ran away from that. They didn't go even close to the him also. They ran away. And everyone is thinking at that time, see, such a old man came for this Swayamvara, and also he took the vow that he can be celibate. Now why he is coming for this marriage, and why he coming for this Swayamvara? And that means he is going to break his vow. What is this? And everyone is started. So in the mind, also in the loudly, some people are also started speaking and gossiping. So Bhishma left his brahmacari vrata like that. So at that time, Bhishma became so thoughtful. And at that time, Bhishma decided that, okay, I have to take these three girls for my brother. So immediately he took these three girls and kept in his chariot. And he announced to everyone, all the kings, see, O Kshatriyas, if you are a real Kshatriyas, and come and fight with me. And if you want, you take these girls. And if you want these girls, you come and fight and take. And Bhishma is Dharmagna. That means he is the person who follows Dharma Shastra very perfectly. So he told to all of them, so my dear kings, there are 8 kinds of the marriages. One is the Brahma Vivah. Brahma Vivah means in that so these Brahmanas, their daughter actually they decorate her and give to a qualified another Brahmana. So this is the Brahma Vivaha. And there is Arsha Vivaha. In that Arsha Vivaha, what happens? So they take the one is from, that means they check that person is having the really wealthy or not. So that's why to check his wealthiness. So the girl's father takes money from him. Money means he will take one pair of cows, one cow and one bull, one pair of cow and bull. That means richness is measured by the amount of cows. So that's why whether if he has cows, then only he can donate. There is also system. If you have these many cows, then only you can donate a cow. If you have some 10 cows, then only you can donate a one cow. If you have one cow and you can donate one cow, this is not allowed actually in the Shastra. So some system is there. That means if he is able to donate one cow and bull, that means he should be having this so many cows and so many bulls. So that's it. To check this only. So then only the girl's father will donate that girl to him. So this is known as Arsha Vivaha. Arsha Vivaha. This already we discussed. In Asura Vivaha, what they do? So they are taking the money actually. In Asura Vivaha, they take money. That means the girl's father will take money. That means they will sell the girl. Selling. My girl's price is this much. If you give this much money, then only I will give. This is Kanya Sulkam. This is the Kanya Sulkam's method. This is Asura Vivaha. Asura Vivaha. In Rakshas Vivaha, we already discussed. So stealing. That means stealing means in front of everyone. Everyone is alert. Girls, parents, brothers. Everyone is alert and challenging them, and in front of everyone. So by defeating them, taking. This is a Rakshasa Vivaha. And here, in this case, these three girls, Amba, Ambika, Amba, Kashiraj is there. Maybe her brothers also might be there. Their brothers also might be there. And not only that, all the kings, nearby kings who are there, all are presenting there. And defeating everyone and taking these three girls is really a perfect, for a Kshatriya, it is allowed actually. He has such an ability, so to defeat and taking. Then he has full rights on them and he can give to anyone. He can marry or he can give to anyone. Because he conquered them. He conquered them actually. And people might be asking actually, that means what? So woman doesn't have any feelings and she doesn't have any rights. So they might be thinking, it's not like that. It's not like that. This is allowed for the Kshatriyas, especially only for the Kshatriyas. Not in the other caste is allowed. In the Brahmana, Vaishya and Sudra Varnas, it is not at all allowed actually. Rakshasa Vivaha. Because this is a Kshatriya, is a qualified Kshatriya actually. And who is taking, is winning. This is allowed actually, as Dharma Shastra it is. So she is in the hands of a qualified person. She can be protected. And also you can see that means taking money and giving. These are the different methods are there. So then another type of marriage is what? Gandharva Vivaha. That means their boy and girl both are mutually accepting mutually accepting another one and other one and marrying. This is also allowed actually. This kind of marriage is also allowed for the Kshatriyas. So Brahma Vivaha This and also Devavrata. These are there and Arshavaha are there. These are there. These Brahmavaha also, they give to the qualified person. In the ancient days, so in Brahmavaha also, they will decorate that girl, father. That means nicely decorated girl, and he will give to a qualified person. That means girl's father's father, and also not only father, all the relatives, they go and they see the qualification of a boy. And if he is a boy, he is qualified, then only so they will give their girl to him. It's not that the girl is going and she will uh, so having this discussion with that boy, and this kind of things is not allowed actually. In the Brahmanas case, Vaishyas and Sudras in these four varnas. But in the case of the Kshatriya, one provision is there. Kshatriyas also can go for the Brahma Vivaha. Means, so a father may decide, like here you see, this. So, father can go and see the qualifications of a boy and then only he can give. That is it. But these are the different types. But here the freedom for the woman, they may think. So where is the freedom for the woman? So here, the parents, till the marriage, father is the protector actually. And he is having the more experience than this girl. He is having the more experience because he is very elder. And they see 7 generations. Before giving a girl to a boy, they will be checking the 7 generations, and also they will be inquiring through their relatives. They will be inquiring about the boy's qualification, and also whether he's right or wrong, whatever they go and see and they ask, and after that, this boy's parents, they say so and so things. All of these things they inquire, and then only after confirmation only they give. But a lonely girl, so what she can know actually? All together, not only that girl's father and all the relatives together, they take the decision. That means girls' uncles also. That means mothers, brothers. They also take the responsibility actually in finding a right bride. To find a right bride, so they will be helping. And because of this, everyone's involvement, so that mutual decision they make, that means collective decision. But collective decisions they will make, and then only they will be approaching. This is going to help that girl actually. It is benefiting. She will never be cheated. Otherwise, nowadays, what is happening? There is a free mixing in the colleges. The boys and girls are getting mixed. Because of this, what is happening? So they started. That means even also their age is also now 20, 21, 22. They are still in the universities and colleges. That means their age, marriage age is already they reached. That means marriage after reaching the bodily chemicals already, hormones, secretions, and so many demands and adjusts will be there. So they started getting the attraction. There is pre-mixing is making them. So to select, that means the boy just based upon the attraction actually. Because we are being always, that means illusioned by our senses. We're all cheated by our senses. These senses are because of the previous samskaras, previous sinful activities, whatever we did. Based upon this, these senses will be always running in the various directions because of our previous samskaras. So, as per our previous samskaras and tastes, so we'll be seeing the certain things are the suitable for us, and we get married. That means they get attraction, they start so approaching each other, loving, so on, so whatever. So in this, there is a great problem actually. Because of this, what is happening? So she doesn't know from which background. Previously, they used to check the health condition of the 7 generations. In their family, did they die because of any? That means the family lineage diseases. are there in them, or any problem, or they also check in her family or in his family, and not only his family, in his family relations, is there any drunkard is there? And is they do playing of the cards, that means gambling, the four regs. They check for the four regulatory principles, how strictly they are following. So in the case of Brahmanas, even not only Brahmanas, in other castes also, in other Varnas also, so they check whether it's a meat eaters, they don't give actually for the meat eaters. And also they'll be checking, that means not only that boy is only not sufficient for them. And his uncle's mother's side and his father's side, for the many generations, they are clean or not. Did they do any robbery, stealing? Did they go and they are punished by the king? Are they punished by the government? All these things they check. If anything is lacking, then they will be saying no for this. In a thoughtful way, actually, by the collective way, they select a boy for a girl. That was the system actually. And people started saying that it is not a right system. And now the young girls are thinking that we are enough to select our husband, and we are going to do so we are going to live family life with him, and I should select. And also after marriage, is there any misunderstanding between the boy and girl? So all these elderly people, they will be teaching her, to him also, to her also. What are the differences are there? They try to rectify those differences, and they make their bondage strong. And they help actually. So that they live together and continue together. Because young people, both are boy and girl are young because of the youthfulness. So they can be short tempered and they can take any kind of, that means difference is easily possible actually. Initially they might be having the love, then after the marriage there will be, definitely there is a problem. So but there should be someone who can correct them, someone who can guide them properly. So these whole, that means family members, they used to guide them properly. They help them. That was the system, actually, Vedic system. In this way, so it is continued. Prabhupada was also thinking that to go for another marriage. But his father said, why you are going for another marriage? No need of going for another marriage. So be with this girl. And Prabhupada continued his family life till the age of 55, I think. So successfully he finished all his family duties. Because marriage life, as per their karma, they get their husband or the wife. Like as per karma, we are getting the father and mother. Are you going to reject? That means you might be seeing something is not good as per your liking. Not good means as per your liking, some features are not there in your father or your mother. Oh, father, why you are not so rich person like a king? Why you are not king? Oh, mother, why you are not the queen? And I don't want you be my mother. I don't want you be my father. Can you say like that? No, no. The same way, so they accept. So as per the decision of all the elderly people, so whatever that means selections they did, as per the Shastra and as per the inquiry, so they checked everything and they made marriage. So then they will be accepting this forever. There is no free woman. That means rejected the husband and keep simply roaming alone and here and there. And then after some people will take advantage of that and then they will cheat her. Because she wants the emotional support. That is it's not the lusty they are, but they need some emotional support. Women generally it's a basic need. That's raksha. Like how a creeper needs the support, the same way woman needs the support. Emotionally support is needed actually. So then she take the support of someone other than a legal relationship, then what will happen? Then it will become illegal activity. There's a good chance actually. So then there is a pollution in the society by this. Pollution will increase. That man also is falling and woman is also falling. Then in this way, there's a problem. This is the traditional system. So that's why they should accept their good parents' suggestion and boy and girl, so they should follow their parents. But nowadays, the movies, in every movie, brainwash is what? So, from the now 90s or 80s, it started actually. So, only boy and girl they should select. So, whom they should marry. And they have independence, they have right. And in this point, taking this point as a principal point, and based upon this, thousands and thousands of movies are made actually. To destroy the Vedic culture, all these directors and the writers of movies, they finished the culture now. They brought successfully the animalistic culture by the continuous effort from the decades 90s, so 20s, 2000, that means 1990, 80s to 90s, 90s to 20, 2000, 2010, 2020, and 2030. Now they are bringing the standards utterly down actually. They destroyed the Vedic culture. This is the teaching in every movie. You can see this only. Go against your parents, and boy and girl will be there. They love each other and they want to marry. And for that, father and mother are stopping, and they are. So, did you see any formula than this in any movie? Especially Telugu people, they should know. Anyway, you all watch now. You don't say that you didn't watch movies. We know that. Before coming to Krishna consciousness, you all watch movies. So you cannot say this, oh, I didn't watch any movie in my life. It's not like that. Should be frank. So this is the thing. This is the thing in the society. Lakhs and crores of money they invested and they made the movies, and systematically brainwash was done again and again, again and again, again and again. And nowadays, these young girls actually, they are expecting that they don't want their parents to select their husband, and also they want equal rights. They want their husband also should clean the pots, he should cut the vegetables, and he should cook, and he should do everything. And these girls also want to do the jobs. And parents also are encouraging this, girls' parents. And this is completely against the Vedic systems. What maybe you may be thinking, so Venu Gopal is saying such a old techniques. That means we are trying to accept Krishna conscious philosophy with the Western culture. Western culture with Krishna conscious philosophy with the Western culture cannot be sustainable. It's impossible actually. It's impossible. It's gone. If you don't accept the Sanatana Dharma, if you don't accept the Vedic culture, so that is supportive to the Krishna consciousness. If you want to mix the Western culture with the Krishna consciousness, if you want to take the support of Western culture and Western ideology, it is not at all going to cooperate or conduce. That's why Prabhupada wanted to introduce this Varnashram Dharma. So that is his 50% mission is that he wants to introduce this Varnashram. Maybe people may not like my words. I don't care for anyone actually. I am saying boldly actually. Prabhupada, whatever I said, I am saying clearly that to the society. Let it, this record may be there for the another generations. So this truth is truth only. And if you go against this, maybe the Kali Yuga, whatever Yuga. But if you want to see the spreading of Krishna consciousness in the society, there is a definitely need to accept the Vedic culture, Sanatana Dharma, Varnashrama Dharma. What is that? Daiva Varnashrama, Daivi Varnashrama, Daiva Varnashrama Dharma. Daiva Varnashrama Dharma has to be accepted. It should be accepted. It is very much conducive. It will make the people to be in a regulated life. Otherwise, so accepting this culture and trying to make the society, so even devotee society, it's not possible actually. It cannot be sustained. That societies cannot be sustained. In every aspect, not only in the marriage, in the management, in the finance, in everything, we should not actually, we cannot, that means artificial money oriented approach, that means that kind of culture, and Krishna consciousness cannot run. Cannot run. And democracy, so-called democracy, democratic ideas, that means unqualified people are going to be leaders just by the so-called people's voting. That means unqualified people's voting. Because of that voting, if you select a leader, and that kind of ideology you are taking to maintain your society, and also you want to see everyone Krishna consciousness, is not going to happen. Is not going to happen. So there should be, that means in all the ways, that means economically, financially, politically, health-wise also. The way whatever the food we are having, this food, that means refined oils, junk foods, and synthetic foods, fast foods. So eating all these things and you want to maintain Krishna consciousness is not easy thing. You will be fully diseased. And being diseased and being always in the mood of ignorance and passion, then you cannot maintain your Krishna consciousness. So that's why whatever is conducive for the Krishna consciousness, that should be accepted. What is conducive? That is as per the Shastra. Sruti Smriti Purana Pancharatra Vidim Vina Hare Aikantiki Bhakti Utpata Eva Kalpete. So this Aikantik Bhakti, pure devotion, which is against the Shastras, so is not going to be successful. As per Shastra, we should continue do our devotional service. That's why Prabhupada is seriously was stressing this. 50% of his mission is pending now. Is 50%. So then after that, Bhismadev was saying there are the different kinds of the marriages, but among that, so now Rakshasa Vivaha, that means defeating everyone and with the forcibly, so taking away these girls. So I am going for this. Arsha Vidhi, no. Because he is a dharmagna. He is a knower of the dharma. He follows dharma. He never do anything against the dharma. So as per dharma, so he wants to defeat all these kings, and he announced anyone is having any guts, so come and defeat me and take these girls. Then all these kings, and I am forcibly taking these girls. You can invest all your energy. Oh dear kings, you can invest all your energy and defeat me and take these girls back if you have any guts. That Swayamvara became now Rakshasiva. Turn into the so at that time, all the kings, when they were challenged by Bhismadev, that's an old man, they also all laughed, na, he's an old man, what he's going to do. And till now they were in the decoration, actually having a lot of garlands. Everyone was decorating himself. There were no shield, nothing, weapons. Maybe they might be having the sword, but the different weapons they didn't keep. They were nicely decorated. No, that means shield was not there. That means for the body, they kavacha. There is no kavacha, nothing. And immediately they run. So where is my shield and where is my shield and weapons for this? Immediately started running. All these people are standing from their chairs and started running for this. So at the time, they were just immediately throwing out all these garlands and just removing here and there very precious garlands. That means they are having the different necklaces and golden and also silver and so on so things. Just immediately through, because it will stop and immediately threw out and wearing the shield and taking the weapons and so taking the chariot and started running behind Bhishmadev. Anyway, by the time Bhishmadev so made them to sit and he was standing back to the chariot. Let them come. So then there was a battle there. Such a huge battle. That means hundreds of kings were there on one side and only one Bhishma is there on another side. Bhishma is Atiradi. That means Maharaji Atiradi. He can fight with at one time more than more than 10,000 people actually. At a one time he can fight with them. And there was a huge fight, and all these people, they started putting arrows, and Bhismadev released 10,000 arrows at one time. I don't know how this Vidya. So this archery, such a archery, Bhishma knows. Bhishma is powerful as Parsuram. So then when he released, and all the whatever the arrows released by them, those were counteracted by the Bhishma's arrows. So like this, there was a great battle among these kings and Bhishma. And finally, Bhishma made everyone's their shield was broken, and the helmet was is removed out. And like this, they were everyone wounded actually. He didn't kill anyone, but wounded. They were all severely wounded. They thought that, my God, this Bhishma is so powerful, we cannot win him. So they all, so अरे किस लिए आया, तो लड़की के लिए आके जान क्यों खो जाए, कोई जरूरत नहीं इस लड़की का इस लड़की की चक्कर में हमारा जान को क्यों खोले तो బతికుంటే ఊపిరుంటే ఉప్పొమ్ముకొని బతకొచ్చని సో ఐ విల్ యూజ్ హిందీ అండ్ తెలుగు సో ఊపిరుంటే ఉప్పొమ్ముకొని బతకొచ్చు ఎందుకురా బాబు ఈ జీవితం సో లైక్ దట్ దే థాట్ దట్ ఇఫ్ దేర్ ఇస్ a life is there, I can sell the salt and live. ఊపిరుంటే ఉప్పొమ్ముకొని బతకొచ్చు. This is just Telugu proverb. If you have life, so you can live somewhere else. After losing the life, what is the benefit you are going to get? Human form of life is very important for everyone. So that's why they thought that what is the use of fighting for this with Bhishma and living our life. So for a girl, no need. There are so many girls are there on the earth who can marry anyone. So better to leave this. So like that, they all step back in this battle. But here, one hero came to in front actually. That hero's name is Shalva. Because this Shalva already loved her. Among these three, Amba. And also Amba loved this Shalva. Because these kings, they were having. So Amba was hearing the glories of the various kings, and she already thought that love means what? Not like the present days loves. Going to the parks, doing this and that. No, not like that. So that means she selected actually. You can say instead of love, she selected Shalva can be her husband. Shalva also selected Amba can be his wife. Both have mutual understanding. That means in this Swayamvara, Amba is going to put her Varamala on the neck of Shalva. That is going to happen actually. But before that to happen, this incident happened actually. And not only this, actually, the Amba's father, Kashiraj, also accepted this. He also knows. Okay, these both are liking each other, so let this Swayamvara, Amba, let an Amba to select the Shalva. Is decided already. So that's why Shalva now in front of him, so whom he already selected and he wants to marry, and she also wanted. So that's why he was not able to tolerate this thing actually, and he came forward and alone. Already Bhishma took back his chariot and he's moving. So that means Shalva started chasing him. And he shouted actually. Shalva shouted and said that, oh Bhishma, wait. So Terja. So wait, like that. He was just like on behind the elephant, on lion is following to chase that elephant. In the same way, the Shalva is trying to chase Bhishma. And he was shouted to stop like that. So when someone is asking to stop, to stay back, so Bhishma goes without fighting with him, then what is the point? He cannot be a Veer Kshatri. So after hearing this, who is who is challenging me further still? So immediately he saw back, and Shalva was just biting his teeth, and his eyes were very reddish, and he is full of anger, and he's also full of, that means, enviousness, and because he's not able to get that girl, so whom he was liking. So because of this, and he is looking very with full of anger. Bhishma so stayed back because he cannot prove himself as a coward person. If he ran away, then people think that Bhishma was coward and he was not able to take the challenge of Shalva. So immediately he stopped his chariot and he asked his chariot driver to return it back. And now the chariot of Bhishma's chariot is coming towards Shalva's chariot. And all those kings also, they were seeing the tamasha. They already thought, okay, no need to fight. No need, already we are all defeated and we don't want to fight back. They're already gone, now their chance is over. So they were simply standing and seeing the tamasha. And Shalva is now challenging him. Let us see what is going to happen. And everyone is full of anxiety. They are watching. And Shalva started releasing his arrows. And both are very powerful. Like you see, the fighting is described by the Vasudev here. So for a cow, there are two bulls. You might have seen in the villages. There is a cow, there is a bull. In Benares, you can see it. Benares we used to see. And such a one road is there. That is a Tateri Bazaar actually. It is always very rush road actually. And in the Benares, the bulls they go like that on the roads. So Benares is the Lord Shiva's city, na? That is. Vishwanath, Kasi Vishwanath and Nandi. Nandi is freely left over there. Their Nandis are very calm and sweet. They don't do anything. You can touch also. But don't do that. So maybe sometimes there is a problem also. But in general, I am saying. And generally, there will be cows also will be roaming on the roads, and sometimes to meet that cow, the two bulls they used to fight. One day there is such a big fight, and lot of crowd is there, and one bull and chasing another bull. God, what happened actually? And it is that bull, because of fear of the another bull, it started running and the cycle people were riding on the cycle, they fell down from there, and also people are walking. And this cave, that means just is running because of hit of that bull, they fell down, and also bulls are walking on them, stepping on them. And I was seeing and witnessing this in the. I was just behind that. Oh my God. So these bulls, when they fight, they don't see the any conditions actually. For a cow, they fight like anything, very ferociously they fight. Bhayanak rahega actually. And this fighting was like that. This Bhishma and for these girls, Bhishma and Shalva were fighting like that. It's compared with these two bulls, how they fight. And Shalva is giving a good competition to Bhismadev. He is defeating all the arrows released by the Bhismadev. So there is a huge fighting between these two people. Anyway, I'm jumping this fighting, I cannot explain. So finally, Bhishmadev killed the first and foremost chariot driver of Shalva. Then after that, he has broken the chariot's the upper portion. That means it's gone. It's an insult actually. Then after that, he killed all the 4 horses he was having. Shalva chariot was having the 4 horses. 4 horses were killed. And Shalva is just standing. That means this chariot is fell down now. He is standing. And what he can do is completely defeated. So simply he went back, Shalva went back to his kingdom, and along with these three girls, Bhismadev. But at that time also she didn't say anything. She could have told to Bhishmadev, why you are fighting with Shalva? Already I selected him. I want to marry him only. And don't fight with him and give me to him only. Did she say anything? I don't know. Maybe out of fear she didn't say anything. Because he's kidnapping, no? Maybe out of fear she didn't say. But finally, whatever there is. So Bhishma doesn't know. She loved or she wanted him as her husband. There is no fault in the Bhishma's role because Bhishma is now following the Rakshasa Vivaha. And she has that thing in her heart only. While kidnapping also, she didn't say anything. She could have told that, but she didn't say anything. So he took out after there were so many places they crossed, and finally he reached the Hastinapur, successfully brought these three girls for the sake of Vichitravirya. While he's bringing how he treated, this is the one important thing we should know. Yata duhita raschaiva parigruhyaya yokurun aninyesa mahabahur bratu priyachikirshaya. While bringing them from that Kasi to Hastinapur is a long distance, even if you go by the train, it will take almost all from Kasi to Delhi. How many hours? More than 20, at least 17 to 20 hours, 15 to 20 hours it will take. It's a huge distance. In this path, how he treated actually these three girls, like Duhitaraha, like Putravadu, that means like daughter-in-law, like how we so one, that means a person, his son's wife, he should treat him as what? As his own daughter. So that's why Bhishmadev treated these girls as his own daughter-in-law. And also he said, Yada duhitiras chaiva parigruhya yayau kurun aninye snusha ivasa anayamasa kashyasya sutaha sagaraga sutaha Sagaraga Sutaha means so Ganga's son. Ganga's son, how he treated Snusha Iva Sadarmatma Bhagini Rivacha Anuja. Like the brothers, how they treat the sister. In that way he treated, like how a father-in-law treats her daughter-in-law. In that way he treated. How a father treats his daughter, in that way he treated. Three ways it is. Snusha iva sadarmatma bhaginiriva chanujaha yata duhitaraschaiva parigruhyeyo kurun. They clearly understood. So he doesn't want to marry them. They knows this. And at the time, did she say anything? In the road, she didn't say anything. See. And whose fault this is? How he was treating? Did he so ferociously mishandling them, kidnapping, beating? Did he do anything? Snusha iva, duhiteraschiva. And so in this way, Bhagini riva, like how a brother treats sister. Is there any problem for sisters to say anything, whatever she has in her mind? Is there any problem to her to tell to the brother? No problem. Like also he is treating. It's the best thing actually. Sister and brothers, they share everything. They are like friends. And like Putravadu, that means daughter-in-law, how he respected like a father-in-law. And he treated them as daughter-in-laws. And he treated them as daughter, as own daughter. Being a naisthika brahmacari. And they know he is a naisthika brahmacari. He is not at all a harmful person. And also he treated them like that. But she didn't say anything to him. She didn't say anything to him. Bringing this. ता सर्वगुण संपन्ना भ्राता भ्रात्रे एवसे भीष्मो विचित्र वीर्यस्य प्रददो विक्रमाहृतः. So, like a brother, how he gives these her brother, his sister, the same way Bhismadev gave these girls to Vichitra Virya. See, such a wonderful behavior, Bhismadev's. That means Bhishma never he deviates from the dharma. So then finally with the permission of Satyavati, so they arranged for marriage. That means these three girls are going to get married with the Vichitra Virya. For that arrangements were done. But at the time when she came to these arrangements are happening, at the time she started saying, this is the first girl, Amba, Kashi Raja's first girl. She is Sati Sadhvi. She is very chaste girl. Because she already, if a girl already selected someone as her husband, then she cannot think about another man actually. That is a Satitva. She is a Sati actually. That's a natural quality you can see in the Vedic life. So then she started saying that so, O Dharmatman, Maya Saubhapatihi Purvam Manasahi Vritahapatihi. She's saying that little 2 minutes. She was saying that through my mind, I already. So Shalva, Saubhapati means he was having one special aeroplane. And he is the owner of that aeroplane. He has aeroplane. Shalva was having aeroplane. So, and that Shalva, in my mind, I made him as my husband. So now that means he is my husband. And he also accepted, that means thought me as his wife. And also my father also agreed for this. So there should be my marriage with him going to happen actually. So she just made this statement. After hearing this, it's like a shocking news for the Bhishmadev. Already she saying that that means she made Shalva as her husband. And since in that case it's not good, na? So then Bhishmadev is now in the Dharma Sankat. That's her fault and her father's fault. Even if her father also didn't say anything. When Bhishma is stealing them, already she selected and it's not possible to steal her. It's not good and it's against to her mind and so on. So things should be taught now, should be told now. It was not told. So anyway, so then after that, Bhishmadev called for the Brahmanas to decide what to be done. So we'll see tomorrow after this. Thank you very much. Yes, Ravindra Sachipati.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhuji, for the class. I did 2 small points in this regarding this triangle of Bhishmadev, Amba, and Shalva.
One second, Prabhu.
Yeah. The triangular game.
Triangular love is not there.
Triangular game,
I am not loving.
Triangular game.
There is no triangular
Okay.
rectangular.
So, rectangular. Okay. So, Prabhuji,
I
why
think rectangular or not
I
in the
couldn't hear
society.
you?
In so now are you able to hear?
Yes.
Rectangular laws are there or not in society?
There is rectangular, quadrilateral, and there is infinite indexes. What I says, I mean.
Prabhu, we are not able to hear your voice. This was cut.
Yeah, I was saying there are quadrilateral, nahi, there are more than that also. There is hexagon, rhombus, quintuplets, many vertices are there.
Then it should be. It's possible.
Yeah. Acha, Prabhuji, my question was this: that in this, what would be the reason attributed for Amba not telling Bhishma Dev right at the time of kidnapping, especially when the duration of the journey was long, and there would have definitely been intermittent stoppages, and there would have been resting time and all that. So why she
Yes.
didn't tell?
That's her fault actually. That is her fault.
One reason you gave, fear.
Might be fear, but there is no fear because he was behaving with them as a brother. He gave such a treatment to them. He was not behaving like a kidnapper, present day kidnapper.
Or was she assuming that Shalva may come with some bigger army and fight or something like that in between? Something like that can also be. कि अभी भी टाइम है पहुंचने के पहले.
मैंने अब तो डिफीट हो गए वो तो जो पूंछ नीचे करके चले गए जैसे कुत्ता दो लड़ते हैं ना तो जो हार गए कुत्ता वो पूंछ नीचे रख के बस भाग जाती है तो वो डिफीट होने वो बोलते हैं एक्चुअली यू कैन सी आफ्टर दिस इन द डिस्कशन वी कैन सी दैट so when that means Bhishmadev anyway sent back to her to Shalva so then Shalva rejects her
yes
because it's like kshatriya for kshatriya someone like a lion it cannot eat someone's hunted food actually
okay
it will always hunt the fresh food actually fresh animals and eat similarly so here he cannot accept only she was won by Bhishma
so he treated her as a second hand.
That his ego is acted actually because he was defeated in that battle.
Yeah.
He was defeated and he was proved that he is uneligible to defeat Bhishma. And Bhishma got full rights on her now because in the Kshatriya Vidhana. And he can give that girl to anyone.
Okay.
Bhishma can give because he is not winning these girls for his sake.
Okay.
Like in the Kshatriya's case, they can fight. They can win the wealth also, they can win the kingdom, they can win the girl also. And after that, they can do. This Vidhana is there for the Kshatriyas. So he won, and why he will take? After defeating him, in the case of Vichitraviri, he is taking. Why he is taking? Because he is not in the fight, and he is a brother of Bhishma. But Sham also could have taken like that. He cannot take because he was already defeated. And it is proved that he is loser. That's why he said that I already lost. I lost you in my based upon my kshatriyatvam. Then I am not having any right to take you back. And so that's why she accepted that. Okay. Then she started blaming only Bhishma, not the Shalva.
Because of that blame, the whole thing goes forward. No?
She has full blame on Bhishma. So Bhishma, why he came and did this thing?
And why did Vichit? Sorry.
Why Vichitraviri didn't go?
Yeah, I didn't complete the sentence. And you, yeah, why did Vichitra didn't go? I didn't complete the sentence. I told only why Vichitra, and then you completed it.
Yeah.
So why he didn't go?
Vichitraviri, why he didn't go? There is no guarantee that he can win them.
Yeah, right. Okay. And Prabhuji, last question was this that regarding the marriage, 8 marriages. So what you described recently that she had accepted him as the husband and he had accepted her as the wife.
Gandharva.
And so that is Gandharva Vivaha. It comes under the eighth marriage.
Gandharva Vivaha, it can be, but it didn't happen.
So then, so what happens when a woman accepts someone as husband and husband accepts someone as wife? And then what happens if the marriage does not take place? Is it a marriage mentally or not?
For Kshatriyas, it is a marriage. And for Brahmanas, it's not allowed.
Brahmanas are not allowed, but then is this a marriage? Then it will become a ninth kind of marriage, Sankalpa marriage, mental marriage.
No. She is saying that I have already selected him as my husband.
And he has
he
selected.
Also, that means it's Gandharva only, can say. But only thing is, they are waiting to it happen officially. They didn't meet each other. I don't think they meet each other. Just they.
बराबर है प्रभु जी आप जो बोल रहे हैं लेकिन my question is this, that what happens in such a case where the marriage, actual marriage does not take place, that means the stamp of marriage is not put between them, then what happens? Nothing happens, na, as per dharma. Or then we'll call this as a ninth marriage, sankalpa marriage.
No marriage, why?
No.
Then she's a prostitute, then you according to you, she is already married and marrying another one.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Actually, I can see even in my sisters actually. So when my sister, when she finished 16 years, my father started looking marriages. My elder sister was married at the age of, I think, 17, was running at that time. So, and my younger sister married at the age of 18, exact 18 years old. And they don't say that I already loved this and I want this personally. No, actually. The villages, they don't have such a, no, they never go for such a independent decisions. Loving, giving, these are all not at all there. Actually. Nothing. Whatever my parents, only they say, oh, my sisters, actually, that was not at all a culture actually. Did you love someone? How parents can ask this? At that time, I'm saying, my sister's time, I'm saying, they don't ask also, what loving is. Loving, giving is rather nothing. Only parents, whomever they see, they give to them. They accept them. Immediately they accept. This was the culture actually. In that village, culture was like that. No, this kind of things. So independently, I want to marry him only. But this, now I'm seeing my sister's daughters. Now they are in the age of that. So not them. I'm seeing now the present generation, the girls are in my village. I'm seeing many, they went for the, without telling to their parents, they started loving and they adamant to marry only that. Even they are not belong to the same caste as. And in my village also now change, the whole atmosphere is changed. They started intercaste marriages and also, of course, this is a caste based upon the birth. We are against to this, but I'm just saying. So, Vedic culture is falling gradually. First of all, caste should be decided based upon the qualities. That is the falling. That's the defect of the present Vedic system. Then after that, further falling is, so many ways it started falling. Many ways it started falling. So these independent decisions by the girls and boys, because of the influence of marriages and also, of course, this Western culture, that means Britishers, when they win the India, what the major, that means damage they did, they changed the culture of the India. Actually. Before that, Mughals also won the India, and before that, Alexander 3000 years back, Alexander and others also they came and they attacked on India, but nothing they were able to do any damage for the Vedic culture. But when Britishers attacked India, so they changed the Indian culture outside, Vedic culture. They have broken the foundation of the culture. That is the Gurukuls and also cow-based culture. Cow-based culture and Gurukuls, these were destroyed by them. Because they analyzed, because very, very demonically analyzed and understood the greatness of India is just because of their Brahminical culture, Brahmanas and cows. And let us spoil them. And that's why they started, that means intoxicating them through the wines and coffee and tea and so many things. And after that, they made them to become slaves under them, working, that means under them. So like this, as the Kali is advancing, so that's why degradation also is became more and more. And then after that, so started, that means the good people, the people who has to guide the society, they are also falling. And one thing, they changed the whole world, they conquered the whole world, and they, because of this, they brought the one culture. That's their culture as the one culture. So now India, even after getting the freedom, we are not free from their culture actually. Because of this, because nobody is wearing the shika. No young man can wear shika, no tika, no dhoti, no Vedic values. So our values are what? Seeing every woman as mother actually. This is the society, this is the culture. And respecting the teachers, respecting the guru, respecting the guest. And this is the culture actually. And also studying the scriptures. And always we follow karma siddhanta. And at least we are fear of the bad karma. So society people are fear of the bad karma. They never do any bad karma. They don't do cheating. They see all the women as their mother. Then they don't have intoxication. They don't do cheating. And so like this, they don't lie. So these are the basic pillars of the culture. This was broken actually. Now for the pleasure of the sense, they can do anything. And this was taught to the society, and it is further advanced by our people also. Took it advanced because of globalization. So what happened? So there's so much loss of this culture. That's why now this society is becoming the atheist culture. Atheism is increasing. So once if you lose your culture, you are not really independent. Our real independence will be then only when we re-establish so Daiva Varnashram Dharma all over world, all over India, all over world. Then this is the Bharata. This is the Vedic society. This is the Vedic. This is the Bharata Bhumi then. Whole earth is Bharata Bhumi. That is the real name. That is the name actually. This land is having that name. And that is the real independence. The real independence means establishing the Daiva Varnashram Dharma, where Krishna is the center. Krishna is the only the one who is the supreme personality of the Godhead. He has to be worshipped, and everyone should follow the Daiva Varnashram Dharma. So then this is the real independence. Just now people are thinking that just celebrating. So management is changed, managers are changed, but the culture is same, values are same, which are they adapted from the other person. Then what kind of independence we have? The same treatment we are getting what? So others if they are the kings. And what is the use? What is the value? So that's why Chanakya also says same thing. At that time, Alexander attacked on all over India, and he brought that means he wanted to conquer India, but at that time Chanakya was saying to all the kings, and many kings, they are very much proud of that. When let them come, I can defeat him. But he's so powerful, Alexander, so Chanakya made everyone to together And on the name of, that means Vedic cultural, he brought the unity. So with that unity, they defeated successfully the attack of the Yavanas. So these Yavanas are stopped. These Yavanas and Plechas are the descendants of the Turvasu and Ruhu, Anu. Yes, you remember? So of course they are also from this. Everything is from the holy land, from the Bharata Bhumi only. So that's why let us work for the real independence. That real independence is bringing back, establishing the Devarata again. That is, make the Jivatma free from the karma also. That really independence means becoming a devotee. Then he will be the free from the karma. So that's why you don't need to go to either higher planets or lower planets. If you do have karma, then what will happen? You have to go as per the karma only for that particular place. If you have punya, then you should go to the sarga. If you have papa, you should go to the hellish planets. But if you have devotion, if you don't have karma, and if you have devotion, you can go anywhere. Like Prahlad Maharaj, he went to the Naraka to deliver the people. And like Narada Muni, he can travel anywhere. He can travel anywhere and preach Krishna consciousness. You are the most independent person. Okay. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Pancha Kalpascha Pasandu. Tana Pavati. Anantapuri Vaishnava.